and welcome to healthyhouseplants.com, where we teach you all about gardening in the great indoors. If you'd like to support our show, please use our Amazon affiliate link below. Today I'm going to answer a question that I often get, and that is, do I water my houseplant after I repot it? And they're referring to when they get the repotting done. So you've got a new pot, you've got the plant, you go and put it into a new pot with new soil. Do you water it? And yes, you do want to water it when you repot it at the time of repotting. However, you don't want to water it again until it actually needs it. So this is a lot of the times where things go wrong, and I do have a video where I talk about why houseplants die after repotting, the top reasons, and watering too much after repotting is one of those top reasons. I will put a link to that video below, as well as any other videos I mention in this video. Okay, so you water it when you repot it, and then you let it get ready, be ready for watering once again. That will be when the top inch or so has dried out, and it will also be when the plant is looking like it's acclimated, it's starting to come back. But the main thing is, what you want to look for is that the soil is no longer wet. The soil has started to dry out. The first inch or so in a small to medium-sized pot, and the first couple inches even in the really big pot. So use your moisture meter. You want the plant soil to be about on the 4 on the moisture meter, which is right next to dry. So it still has some moisture, but it is getting closer to dry. So at that point you would want to water. Now, if you're concerned about the plant because it's been a week, 2 weeks, even 3 weeks, it can be even long as 3 weeks before you would need to repot a plant, sometimes even more depending on the plant, depending on the time of year and that sort of thing. So if you start to get really concerned, you think, okay, the soil's still wet, I haven't watered it in forever, one thing you can do is you can mist the plant. So, and I really like this mister, I'll put a link for it below as well as the moisture meter. So this is a very fine mist. So you can mist the plant after you've repotted it. Say it's a week or 2 later and you still haven't watered. You can mist the plant. That will provide the leaves, the foliage, with some moisture. Also, you want to mist underneath the leaves, on the underside of leaves. And actually, the underside of leaves is even more important because that's where the stomata are of the plant in the foliage there. The stomata are the breathing pores. That is where the plant emits vapor, emits moisture. It's also where it will uptake moisture. For instance, if you are doing foliar feeding, that's where you want to do a lot of the foliar feeding, spraying of the fertilizer. And I have a video on foliar feeding as well. Okay, so that is what you want to do. You want to, yes, water really well when you plant. Let the water run out the drainage holes. I do have a whole playlist on repotting. And then you want to wait until the plant actually needs water again. So don't, just because it's been a week, just because it's been 3 days, just because it's been 10 days does not mean that it's time for that plant to get water. It is not the time, it is the plant itself. The plant, when it starts to acclimate, it will start to cycle water, and the more it acclimates, the more quickly it will start to cycle water. So the good news is, when you see the plant starting to dry out, that does mean that it's cycling water and that it has acclimated to its new pot. However, don't stop the process and give the plant fungal pathogens in there and root rot by watering too soon. So err on the side of caution there. Use your moisture meter, use your finger, and determine that yes, it's definitely drying out, and yes, now it is time to water. And whenever you water, always water with warm to tepid water, never cold water. Cold water will cause roots to die back and can cause root rot, and I do have a video on that as well. So there you go, answering the question, should I water when I repot? Yes, just the one time, and then wait until the plant actually needs water to water it again. Thank you for stopping by today. Please leave any comments about any indoor gardening tutorials you'd like to see. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And please check the bell if you'd like to be notified when new videos are released.